what we got going on today is we are going to be tinting the Civic and getting rid of all this bubble tint from all the sun fade and stuff. Right now, I'm heading back to my house because I forgot it, and then I'm meeting my buddy Thomas, and we're going to be picking up my old couch to bring over to his place. And then, yeah, so we got a couple projects going on today. Thomas is going to be working on his truck, and I'm going to be helping him out with that in between doing the tint and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got. I'll give you a little taste test. Spicy. And then we got our bacon, egg, and Gouda sandwich. Little breakfast fuel. But yeah, so we're heading back to our house, picking up the tint because my dumb ass forgot it. But other than that, sorry if I sound a little congested. I'm getting over being sick, and I don't know if this camera mount's gonna work. The road's kind of bumpy. Hopefully. We're trying a new style of filming today. I'm charging up my camera right now so I can finally go back to using that, but it's dead. So while it's charging, we're on my phone. But I do have this car mount for my phone, so that's what we're trying right now. Yeah. I missed last week's upload because I was sick. I woke up Tuesday morning sick. I forgot to film on Sunday. I just didn't film on Sunday. Needed a little break. But we're back. I'm thinking I'm gonna call this Mia. The race car is Mia, like Fast and Furious Mia. I can't decide. Ready for these hers purrs? Foot's to the floor. So as you can see, we go 0 to 60 in 3 to 5 business days. So it's definitely not the fastest car, but she's great on gas mileage, so I daily it right now, and I can take it pretty much anywhere. The paint's terrible, as you guys have seen. It's super chipped and everything. Oh, we did clean the car on the outside. Today I'm gonna be doing the tint and then like vacuuming and stuff on the inside. I want to shampoo the carpets, but the carpets are in such terrible condition, I might just replace the interior anyways. We'll see. I haven't decided on that. But yeah, you can see the headliner's falling off right here, and it just lays on top of my head while I'm driving. So that needs fixed. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much been my last week and a half. Sick. Did a roof wrap on my GR, which I'll show you guys as well. If you're not following my Instagram, I'll leave it right here. Go give that a follow. I post a lot of fitness stuff on there as well as some car posts and stuff. But yeah, lately it's just been more car stuff. The one thing I do love about this car is the sound system is pretty great. That's a corner. When I drove this car in high school, I was super into audio, upgraded the entire speaker system, wired it for a sub, and then when I joined the military, I pulled the sub out of this car to put into my Mazda 3. And after that car, I just never really cared enough to wire another sub in my GR or my FRS, so I just kind of left it. But I don't think I'm gonna put a sub in this car just because I am gonna race it. But yeah, that's pretty much. That's my car story. I do have a lot of stuff coming for this car and my truck. I ordered my taillights, my clutch, I'm waiting on that to come in. And what else did I order for this car? I ordered something else, I don't remember. But the GR is going to be getting tint soon. And I'm lowering that as well. I'm going to put it on lowering springs. I haven't ordered those yet, but that is the next move for the GR. Tint, lowering springs. I have a spoiler that I need to get painted. I have not done that yet. I'm trying to find a paint shop here in Helena that's trustworthy or does good stuff. But when you live in small town Montana, you're kind of limited on your options unless you drive 2 hours, 3 hours plus. So we'll see. This car will be getting wrapped probably summer of next year. I already know what color I want to wrap it. I just don't want to spend the money on the wrap right now because it is expensive and it's almost winter time and I don't want the wrap to get damaged. So that's a next year thing. All right, guys, we got the tint and we got my laptop. So one thing that I don't advertise is I am a personal trainer on the side. So I have 7 clients right now. So I got some client check-ins that I need to do as well today. But we are pulling up to my storage unit now to get this couch pulled out for my buddy. And I'll update you guys as we get ready to start on this dadgum car. So this is the spoiler I have for the GR that I need to get painted. I don't know why you're leaving. This is the Street Hunter duckbill from TJ Hunt's wide body website. It's nothing too crazy, but just enough to give it a little bit of sauce. So I need to get this painted, and I'm showing Thomas for the first time because this has been in Indianapolis and I was supposed to get it painted out there, but I never did. And yeah, so figured I'd show it while we're in the storage unit.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think of it though?
I think it's vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slap a little paint on it.
Yeah. So you have to drill through the trunk to secure it.
I wondered about that.
Yeah.
What, on the back side?
No, it has no mounting holes. You have to mount it yourself. Some people just like 3M tape it, but I don't know if I just want to do that and trust it. Unfortunately, this is not the car of choice today. We are tinting the Civic. This car is going back in storage and will be dealt with another day. I'll follow you. Okay, so as we showed you guys, you saw my spoiler. That is the Street Hunter duckbill. And part of the reason why I haven't mounted it yet is because 1, it hasn't been painted, and 2, as Thomas and I were talking about, the mounting it is going to be a little weird. I'm not really sure how to mount it, so I'm doing some research now to figure out, once it is painted, how we get it to secure without flying off. But yeah, if you guys know, maybe YouTube, I'm sure there's probably a YouTube video on how to do it. I'll have to look there. I haven't looked there, but it doesn't come with instructions. And I'm just a guy who doesn't really know what he's doing, but just has fun doing it and records it so you guys can see. But we're on the way to his house now, so we can finally get started on tinting the Civic, finally get started on working on his truck, and putting the couch into his house. So, yeah. Let's go. You good?
Okay, go ahead. Damn, little son. So you're big and
After we got the couch moved into Thomas's place, we immediately went straight to work on removing the old tint. Now, as you can see here, we are using a steam gun, and the reason for that is it just simplifies the process when it comes to heating up the adhesive, heating up the tint, making it more malleable to be able to pull off. If we were to just do this dry, it would rip, it would tear in various different places, and just overall not be a fun time. The hardest part was getting the tint peeling started. As you can see here, we finally got it started through tremendous amounts of heat and just constant pull and pull and pull and heat and pull some more. Once the tint started to give way, it became probably one of the most satisfying jobs to ever do. Now, unfortunately, your boy, the dumb blonde right here, has no idea what he's doing when it comes to removing tint, putting tint on, but thankfully we had Thomas in our back pocket who has done tint on his truck as well as his own daily. Thankfully he was able to guide us and coach us along the way as to what to do versus what not to do. This front driver's side window came off super smooth with little to no residue, versus this driver's side rear actually, because of the bubbles, became more of a hassle. It just left tons of residue. So while Thomas was working on scraping whatever residue was left on the front, I was left scraping whatever was left on the rear. Now the steam helped that tremendously, and we just continued the process on the rest of the windows. When it came time to finally tint the windows, we decided to pull the door card off to make our lives way easier. The reason for this is to, one, hopefully adjust that window track derailing issue. Now secondly, look at that cake. Look at that cake right there. Back to the point. We started off peeling the tint. Now on the tint, we could see there were some crinkles. I guess that's what happens when Amazon decides to crush a box. Anyways, we finally get the tint laying down, and it's looking good, thinking we get some of the crinkles out, until finally one rage-inducing moment.
it's okay. It's not done.
Now, unfortunately, Thomas was correct in his assumption that it was done, but not because of something we did, but because the tint was just in too bad of condition to actually continue applying it. We got the driver's side front and the driver's side rear on, but after taking a look at it, it's not what we wanted it to be. So we will be removing the tint again and going a different direction. Now, let's fast forward a couple days.
Ladies and gents, it's been a couple days. So, the last clip you saw, my buddy Thomas and I were working on tinting the Civic. We had two windows that turned out pretty well. However, as we started revealing the rest of the tint, the back window and pretty much everything else, we started seeing some creases. Not from our doing, but from shipping. When I received the package, there was a dent. I was thinking it was fine, but it ended up not being fine. So we put a pause on the Limo project, and I decided to go another way. So I have some more stuff coming in the mail. However, if you stayed to this point, you get a little sneak peek at what we get to do today. So we have probably the riciest taillights ever ever seen on a Civic. So we're going to be fixing that today. And I've gone over and seen some different taillights, but in my opinion, the OG Japanese style is just the best solution to this car. I actually think, nope, red's above. This goes this way. This is the left. Okay. So we are replacing jank with not jank. And I will probably say this is my favorite mod that I'm going to be doing to this car. And it's been a long time coming. So we're going to get this started today and get this all knocked out. Unfortunately, we are racing the sun right now. It's about 6:30. Sun usually sets 7-ish. So hopefully I can get this done today because I kind of need to drive this car tomorrow. So let's get started. I'm just going to put you on a time lapse and we'll go from there. But let's do this thing.
Is that? Are we finito? Hombre?